I said, guess who's back? Man, guess who's back? I said, guess who's
In this dude, right? One day I was face drunk.
Yeah.
Not thinking about a gym. I'm talking about a gym.
Yeah.
A gym. I ain't looking at no gym.
Right.
And what happened was, I actually just told this story not too long ago. It's gonna be in my movie too. But what happened was one day, I got, I was just in a bad spot in my life. Whatever was going crazy, and I was just getting drunk every day. Then one particular day, I had a chance to go see Mike Tyson.
What?
And we went to the gym. I guess he coming out with a glove or something, I don't know.
Okay.
And we went to the gym. I'm drunk. And he look at me and he get emotional. Like, he start talking to me and he like, damn, it made me want to cry because I see so much of myself in this dude right here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just talking to me. He was like, I know everything you're going through. I went through all of that. And it was just like, he was more hurt to see me going through that. And we was just talking and he was just like, he said something. He was like, man, I'm gonna tell you something. You ain't seen nothing yet. You think you was at your height of your career, you think that's something that ain't gonna be to when you get your together and really say and really come back.
Right.
That's gonna be different. And after that day and really seeing Mike, it was like, all right, man.
What's going on, people? Welcome to Back Chat TV. Well, there you have it. There's the views of Adrian Broner, Adrian the Problem Broner, very much the problem. But those were his sentiments about his life, difficult life, troubled life, especially while he was boxing. He was having this kind of double life where, as we all know, he was having a very serious issue with drinking. He actually had a list of issues that he had, and it was much worse than we all expected. He had depression, he had anxiety issues, he had his battle with alcohol. He also put on a list that he had an operation for pancreatitis or something as well. He had a housing issue. He had a lawsuit issue, a pending case, multiple pending cases, and the issue goes on and on. Problems in his family, problems with friends who were former friends that had turned against him, apparently. All sorts of issues, money problems, bankruptcy. He actually mentions, a load of problems, and that was just half of the things that I mentioned. So he definitely had problems. And then he goes on to talk about his kind of epiphany moment when he realized that he was ruining his life. And he documents this epiphany moment during his hiatus from boxing. It seems to be when he met Mike Tyson. So he basically met Mike Tyson, I think on the off chance, at some event, and he was drunk at the time. And Mike Tyson basically saw him and spoke to him for a little while, and he said that Mike Tyson was emotional at seeing him like that, just because Mike Tyson, we all know the things that he's been through, and he could see the same road was being travelled by Adrian Broner. Basically, he was going down the same path, and Mike Tyson basically told him, and I like this. I actually love this story and I love this interview. I'm not one of the biggest Adrian Broner fans for the exact same reason that I think he's just a complete waste of talent, complete waste of talent. And the thing that always annoyed me and upset me about Adrian Broner is that he doesn't seem to have the personality that can change, if you see what I mean. But maybe that was just, at the time, he was just going down a path and he couldn't see what people around him were trying to tell him. He had a lot of he had an ongoing feud with obviously Floyd Mayweather because he thought he was a hater. But this is the things he's talking about now, about changing and taking his life seriously and getting back on track. This is what Floyd Mayweather was trying to tell him. All the time from the beginning, he was telling him, all the flashy stuff that you see me do, you know, it's just a thing for the media, but underneath it all, it's all hard work and dedication. Hard work and dedication from the beginning. You can't live your life like this. Floyd Mayweather might sometimes go to the club and stuff, but he's not really that type of person. You know, he'll do it, you know, at certain times and stuff like that. But for the most part, Floyd Mayweather is the most disciplined, dedicated fighter. He never ever once came in the ring not 100%. I mean, like in his training and everything. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather's biggest fear probably is just like losing or giving anyone, not coming in 100%. You know, he's the epitome of professionalism, and that's what he was trying to teach Adrian Broner. And Adrian Broner took it as him being a hater because he thought that real friendship is kind of like, you know, going out and getting drunk together, and you know what I mean? He just had the total wrong idea. That's what it seemed to me when I saw them in interviews together, and when I heard about the feuds, it was always like, oh, Floyd's a hater. He does this. He doesn't even call me. He doesn't do that. And it seemed to all be Adrian Broner's fault, but he was projecting this onto other people who were trying to help him. That's how I saw it. And I've met many people with this kind of personality, so I definitely, you know, got a little bit of insight into this. He definitely has a victim personality, you know? He has an issue where he's always playing the victim. When something goes wrong, he thinks it's other people's fault. For example, when he fought Manny Pacquiao and he thought he won and everyone said he clearly didn't, he blamed everybody else apart from himself, you know? A number of times he threw a lot of accusations at Floyd Mayweather, not helping him with money when he knew that he was broke and, you know, all sorts of things. But when he had this depression issue and he was drinking alcohol, it was Floyd Mayweather who came to try and help him, you know. So some people just don't want to hear the truth. And that's what Adrian Broner went through. Floyd Mayweather, in my view, was trying to stop him from going through all this. If you're dedicated and you work hard the way Floyd Mayweather does, you can get to the position I'm in. So he was trying to be more of a role model than just like a friend. And I don't think Adrian Broner really noticed that. And this is the reason why he's going through all this now. So on to what he said about Mike Tyson. The pivotal moment was when Mike Tyson told him, and I feel like he needed Mike Tyson to tell him this, because Floyd Mayweather, being successful and not really ever going through any alcohol problem or anything like that, probably couldn't really show him the way Mike Tyson could. I think Floyd just saw it as like, you have to work hard, you know? If you're lazy, you can't be around me. Whereas Mike Tyson's been to the bottom, the very bottom. You know, he's been jailed for rape. He's been on, alcoholic, drugs, all sorts of things that you could think of. So he's come from that and he's got himself into a respectable situation where he's changed a lot of those things, you know. Maybe he hasn't got rid of all of those demons, but he's literally gone to the bottom, and now Mike Tyson's doing all sorts of things. He's doing podcasts, he does presenting, he's got his own businesses that he does. So he's just a complete success story. And he's the kind of person that Broner needed to see, you know. So let's see if he's changed. Let me know what you think. I think it's a good thing. It's trying to give him another chance to change. He's in a training camp because he's got his first fight coming up with a guy, I forgot his name, eludes me, the guy he's fighting, but he's a young guy, up and coming guy, and it's going to be his first fight back. I hope he does well. But to be honest, I don't like to be negative, but I just have to be honest. There's something about Adrian Broner. I don't know what it is, but he's got something about his personality that's kind of got a bit of a loser personality. I don't see him being a success story, because I think his best years are behind him. I think that was his opportunity to make it. and he kind of flushed that down the toilet. Now, I think what's going to happen is he's going to put everything into making a comeback, and he's going to end up having some kind of dramatic loss against a young guy who's just going to be too good for him. You know, I don't know why, I just see that in him. I think he's just best years were wasted. I think, you know, he's always been someone who struggles with weight. And I think the level of dedication that he needs to be out of the ring so long and come back and, you know, be a force again, I think is just going to be too much for him. But I could be completely wrong. I don't like to be negative. If he proves me wrong, he will be the biggest success story, and then I will turn into the biggest Adrian Broner fan. But to be honest, I haven't seen any indication from him that he can sustain the amount of dedication that is needed to become success again. That's just my view. Let me know what you think. Am I being too hard on Adrian Broner? Do you think that he can come back and be a force at 140 pounds with all those monsters at 140 pounds? Do you think he still can be a success again? Do you think he's wasting his time? Do you think he's changed, or is exactly the same? Let me know. I'm on to the next one. Man, guess who's back? I said, guess who's back? If you enjoyed the video today, please don't forget to like, share, leave a comment, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.